You're in the hands of getting shot by bad guys while being chased in a BMW while driving from the back seat. If you're like Pierce Brosnan, you would basically drive this with a phone. This is the 1997 BMW 7 Series E38 V12. So what exactly is the E38 750iL? Well, here's a little brief history for you guys. The BMW E38 7 Series, also known as the 750iL V12, is a luxury sedan built from 1997 towards 2001. And here's an obvious fact. The BMW E38 made its debut in 1997 following the release of Tomorrow Never Dies with Pierce Brosnan, which is exactly a James Bond film from 1997 when this car was released. So, what exactly got the idea of the car driving itself with the back seat? Well, here's an obvious guess. The backseat driving stunt in the parking lot was actually achieved by a hidden stunt driver in the back floor panel of the car, with Pierce Brosnan also sitting in that area. The backseat driving BMW stunt was actually involving a touchpad phone, namely an Ericsson JB 988 phone. This is likely the weirdest stunt driving scene in any car chase you have ever imagined, and it is one of the most hilarious car chase scenes ever. So let's talk about some facts and details. The 750iL in James Bond Tomorrow Never Dies was not actually a 750iL. Some of them were just rebadged 740iLs, which is the base model of the 7 series. So, let's talk about the E38's real status. The E38 750iL is a V12 power plant sedan built in 1997 towards 2001. The vehicle is said to have a 5.4-liter V12 engine, which is likely powerful because I never seen a sedan run with a 12-valve motor inside. So about the craziest thing about this car is that it basically has a cell phone in the middle section in the front of the car, just like what had happened in the real movie. So, what can I say about the 750iL is that it has become a synonymous looking car, and it was basically the perfect James Bond car because how can I not tell? It's a BMW. We all got to see Aston Martins in the picture. Yeah, we also saw some Ferraris, Maseratis, Audis, and such. But we never get to see a BMW. And from what I can tell, the Pierce Brosnan era with the 750iL is definitely the most creative ideas of how to use a spy car as a useful idea. The 750iL also features an AI with a German female accent. This may allude to most facts because, unlike in most spy movies where basically the AI voice was likely male, but for this time, 1997 chose a female voice for the AI in a German accent. And from what I can obviously see, the BMW E38 has definitely been the best James Bond looking car that I ever seen. In fact, I even watched a clip of how James Bond drove the car through the back seat. So let's talk weapons. The weapons in the BMW E38 was the sunroof rocket launchers that was used to destroy one of the henchmen's vehicles during the parking lot chase scene. Another one involves the nails that spill out of the lower bumper from the back, which punctured tires of a Mercedes Benz. And another one is the hood logo has a rope cutting device. Another one during the beginning of the car chase was a tear gas spray emitter where it is likely used for anti-car theft defenses. This may likely be the only type of vehicle that I have ever seen use gadgets in a most simple and yet very responsive way. And the 1997 BMW E38 has definitely been a showstopper in my book. The BMW E38 was also later revealed in movie auto museums where people have seen the exhibit of the exact same car that was used by Pierce Brosnan from Tomorrow Never Dies. And here's a fun fact: 1997 was the release of Tomorrow Never Dies, following the same debut year as the BMW E38 7 Series. There are two versions of the E38 7 Series. One is the base model, which is the 1997 BMW E38 740iL, and the luxury one was the 750iL V12. So, let's just say that the 750iL V12 is the most accurate car to use as to replicate what was James Bond driving from the back seat. The BMW E38 was likely made from 1997 towards 2001, making it one of the most recognizable James Bond cars out there. And from what I can tell, nobody has ever noticed and thought to its own self likely. People obviously laughed at how hilarious backseat driving could actually be done using a cell phone while sitting in the back seat. And from what I can tell, that is definitely the most hilarious scene that I have ever seen. The backseat driving stunt was achieved by a hidden stunt driver who hid in the back of the car along with Pierce Brosnan, who was driving the car with the Ericsson phone while being chased by bad guys. The parking lot chase scene with the BMW 7 Series is definitely the most iconic Bond car chase movie ever. And it is really such an iconic aesthetic look of a car to me because it doesn't show pure luxury, but it's also known to be a sleeper due to its iconic V12 5.0-liter engine. I really like the styling and the way how it looks. The BMW E38 engine was probably the most successful looking thing ever. A 5.4-liter V12 engine, very powerful and very stylish, and also very exquisite to believe. Very, very stylish. I really like BMWs because I seen most Filipinos drive around with BMWs. Some of them were olds, some of them were news, some of them were cars, SUVs, hatchbacks, station wagons, and motorcycles. But the BMW E38 750iL, that is a different, fully blown story that was blown up to be one of the most iconic spy cars ever seen in movie history. I really like what people do with movie cars, and the movie cars were basically the true heroes of our protagonists. But the 750iL, that was the true hero of Tomorrow Never Dies. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Make sure that you go comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I hope you guys had a great holiday, and hopefully we could see each other in the nearby future. I'll see you all next time. Bye.